What's Oh snap, we're recording. All right. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but I was really feeling like recording a video because, it's been a minute. And I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a long time. So to start out, I'm priming my lids with that P. Louise base and I think it's the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. And then I'm just blending that out with the brush. And I apply this just so that the eyeshadows that I do apply over top of this are super pigmented afterwards. I already did my eyebrows. I did them off camera because y'all don't want to see that. And then these are labels, labels that I got from Dollar General. I just applied that so that it could be like a sharp line after I'm done with my eyeshadow and I remove it. And I used the James Charles palette for this orange eyeshadow. Most of these looks are from the James Charles palette. I forgot to show most of the products that I use, so maybe I'll link them down below so you guys can see what it is, because I really do be forgetting. But if I remember a product, I will mention it. Some products I show, some products I don't. My bad. I was just all over the place this day. I just wanted to film. That's all I knew, and that's all I did. All right, so I packed that orange onto the crease and I blended it up really far because I wanted it to be blown out. I have hooded lids and my eye space looks kind of weird depending on where I put the eyeshadow. So I have to start my eyeshadows up really far, like right by my eyebrow. And I started with that orange and then I went over top of it with a lighter yellow color just to blend it out so it's not like a harsh line. Nobody wants to see harsh lines. And this color I'm going in with next is actually a brown color. I wasn't sure what I was doing with this look. So I just went in with a brown color and it made it look kind of like a brick red, which I really, really loved. Once I got it to how I wanted it to be and I smoked it out and everything, I really liked it. First I thought it was real basic because, me and oranges is like mad basic. But I really liked it. Now I'm cutting the crease. That's what this is called. It's called cutting the crease with that same concealer because I'm about to apply eyeshadow here in a different, what is it? In a different pattern. So I kind of need to have this own space by itself, a little separate. And then I have a little bit of eyeshadow on my finger, that same brown shadow. And then I'm just blending that onto the crease, trying to fade it out a little bit. I did use a brush, but it didn't work the way I wanted it to. And then I just angled these colors in. I wasn't sure how I was going to put them on at first, but I found that putting them in at this slant made it look kind of cool. So the first color I used after I patted in with my finger was like a light cream shade. And then I added that orange shade on because I needed a little bit more dimension. And I thought that just those two colors were just boring. So I added more orange and I like it. Because I didn't know where I was going with this, and I ended up liking it anyway. Usually I just erase my look completely, but I sticked. And this right here is a gold pigment that I got from eBay. I don't know how many years ago. This is what it looks like. I applied this using the NYX glitter adhesive on a small flat brush. And I just kind of wanted this. I wanted it to cut the crease, but I didn't want it to be overwhelming on the lid, so I just applied it to that one spot just to make it a little glowy. Applied a little wing liner. I think it was the Kat Von D Trooper liner and some Ardell double up lashes. I remember those because I left them at my friend's house. And this is the new Fenty eyeliner in wet t-shirt. I actually remember the name, and that's crazy because I just bought this shit. And y'all know I don't be remembering the names of nothing. So yeah, I'm just adding this in because I felt like, I don't know, with the glitter it wasn't enough. And then I added a little green eyeliner on my waterline. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I forgot to film that as well. I would have been out of focus, so y'all wouldn't even have been able to see it. And bless me. All right, going in with the face products, it's time. That was the Milk Primer. It has cannabis oil in it. What is it called? I forget what it's called. I'll leave a link down below. And this is my current foundation combination, the NYX Drops and the Cover FX foundation. I don't know much about this foundation because it's like I just went into Sephora and needed a new foundation. I knew my shade and cover effects, so I grabbed it. And then I used the NYX Illuminator, the one in the copper bottle, because it kind of adds a little bit more coverage without making it look cakey. So yeah, I just applied that all over my face, and now using that same concealer that I've been using, the same one I used on my lids, and and just blended that out over my eyes and around my mouth, covering up any dark spots that anything didn't cover. And it is time for powder. This was the ColourPop No Filter powder in the shade 165. And the lighter areas, I use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. See, I'm remembering stuff because I use basically the same powders and stuff like that. It's a little high maintenance and a little bit too much, but I do it anyway. And now I'm just bronzing my face. I don't know if you guys can tell. I guess when I looked at this clip the first time, it made sense to me. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but the areas that I'm covering with this brush are supposed to appear darker. And I'm not sure the bronzer I use, but it might be one by Morphe because that's the one I've been using, and I'll link it below. Just trying to look chiseled, getting the cheeks and around my face, adding more dimension. I don't want to just have foundation on that looks like trash, and getting around the nose. I actually messed up on this part because I applied way too much bronzer around my nose when I was trying to contour and make it look slim. And I ended up getting like two dark spots, like right in between my eyes, but whatever. And I just used this Juvia's Place eyeshadow as blush. They don't have names, which is great because it was just a red color anyway. I thought it was too much, that's why I made that face. And now it's time for highlighter, and I don't know which one I used. I don't remember at all because it could have been anything. I have so many powders, but highlight the cheeks and then get the nose. The nose does me right. Once I reach this part of my makeup, I feel like, that's it. And now I'm just finishing up underneath the eyes because it wasn't doing enough. So I already had that green liner, but then I just smoked it out using that, the brown shade that I use on my lid. My camera's not focusing. It would not focus for shit, but yeah, those are the eyes done. And now moving on to lips. I just used a brown lip liner from, I believe, Wet n Wild called Downtown Brown. And then two ColourPop lipsticks. These are the first collaboration with Shayla and ColourPop. I think it's Quickie and Come On Sis to get my perfect lip. And then I just spray my face to not look so cakey. That is Mario Badescu spray, the one with aloe and all that jazz. I just love how this looks. It's so pretty, and I can't get over it. I was really feeling myself this day, even though I usually don't go anywhere. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.